Hey everyone, I'm Lauren Parajon.
And I'm Lauren Butler.
We're longtime friends, same name, different zip codes, and 1,000 miles apart.
Once upon a time, we tried new challenges every month. Now, we're just trying to make it through motherhood, midlife, and messy mornings with a little humor and a lot of heart.
So welcome to Are We Doing This? Real talk for real life at 40.
So, are we doing this?
Looks like it. Let's get into it.
Okay, everybody, welcome back to Are We Doing This? The first episode of 2026, and we are launching today. Season 2!
Woo! We just decided. We were like, when does season 2 start? Like, technically next month is our 1-year podiversary, but I say we just make it the beginning of the year. So
yeah,
season 2 starts now.
New us, new season, new year. New everything. It's very exciting.
Terrible hair color, but we'll get into that. But that's fine.
Lauren has a hair debacle story to tell today.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine.
We're getting through it, but
we are. Well, thanks for coming back, and welcome to the new year, 2026. We are excited to be back on our podcast routine.
Yes, we are.
And Lauren and I have been talking a lot about the pod this year. I think today we really want to dive into a quick update, just like what's going on with us in the new year. And then some of the big goals we're thinking about this year for 2026. And right now, I know for me, like a lot of career stuff on the mind. And I know maybe for you too a little bit.
Yep, for sure. Mm-hmm.
So we can talk about that.
Which is funny because think about this time last year. We were in like a crisis. So it's interesting to have just a little more, I don't know, a different perspective after a year. So I think that's interesting.
We're in like totally different places too than when we started a year ago, which is so interesting.
Very interesting.
For those of you who have been on the journey with us, thanks.
Thanks for sticking around.
Thanks for sticking around.
Yeah.
Well, tell me about your highs, lows. What's been going on?
I think my initial high was just like a very gentle start to the new year. We went up to our cabin for 3 days and just like literally had zero plan. Like there's no plan. So I literally just read and just laid on the couch and just, we walked around and explored, and there's just been like no snow, which is really making me mad, but it's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, just like a gentle start. Like it's January 13th, and I've already read 8 books this year. So it's like,
oh my gosh,
wow,
amazing.
I've been doing nothing. But also like I didn't have a lot of cake orders for the holidays, which initially I was kind of bummed about, but now I'm like, that was so nice to like just be able to relax and spend time with my family. And then my brother and sister came in town just last weekend, just for 2 days, quick trip. My brother's between jobs, so he was like, I'll just come by for a little bit. And then my sister flew in too, because we had wanted all the siblings together, and it was just super fun. And it's just fun having all the siblings together. And I was thinking, because my brother and sister came with no spouses or partners or anything. And I was like, man, we should plan like a sibling trip, because like when was the last time like just my siblings hung out together somewhere?
With no spouses, no kids.
No spouses, no kids.
Yeah,
like,
you should.
I'm almost like, would it be weird? Because honestly, when was the last time we all hung out? Just us. Solo, which I don't think we have in like very long time, like high school years, which is wild. Anyway, just that. And then looking forward to my book retreat is this weekend. So I know I talked about it last year at the beginning of our podcast, because I'd probably just gotten back from our first annual book retreat. But my book club, there's like 9 of us girls that are going up and just staying at our cabin. And same thing as last year, where we're just doing crock pot meals. So a bunch of soups and chilies or whatever, and just reading the whole entire weekend. So, and a lot of wine. And then we bring some games, and we usually take one walk with our wine around the property. But
wine walk. I like that.
Yes, a wine walk. It's lovely. I am so looking forward to it. So
that's awesome.
But what was your high?
Have like about the reading retreat? Do you have like a book or multiple books that you plan to read?
Last year was the plan was to read Onyx Storm, or what was the third Fourth Wing book. But we ended up not being able to go until right before it launched. So we're like, dang. So we all just picked random books to read. And this year, kind of the same thing. We're all just going to read random ones, because we couldn't. There's not one standout. There's a bunch of new books that come out like January 20th that I'm dying to read, but we're going the 17th. So I'm like, all right, well, it doesn't really work. So, so yeah, we're all just picking random books. But
cool. Nice. That's going to be so relaxing and
can't wait.
Lovely. And
oh, I can't wait.
That sounds
just have like no responsibility but to like eat your food and read your books, and that's it.
Read and eat.
Oh, I can't wait.
Relax. Yeah.
Yes.
That sounds like a dream.
It is.
Awesome.
What are your highs?
Man, my highs. We have just also had kind of like a chill start to the year. I think like we've been doing a ton of decluttering, and I am into that. Like,
that feels good.
That's probably been the high of my last 2 weeks is like we came home from the holiday. We walked in and like, okay, so we leave right before Christmas and then we don't come back until the 2nd.
Yeah.
And we decided this year to put a tree up anyway. And so we left the tree up. So, and then like we opened a few family gifts, like a few little things right before we left. And so all that wrapping was still out. And like, we didn't do a great job cleaning up before we left for like almost 2 weeks. And so I come in on January 2nd or whatever. We come home and like the tree's up, all the Christmas stuff is out. There's wrapping. There's like our house is a mess. And we come with like 4 massive bags, one of which is full of new presents that the kids got. And so my overwhelm was like peak overwhelm. I was like, so we made like a serious rule that like none of the new toys could come out until we made sense of the mess. And then Mama got her big old yard black trash bag out.
Contractor bag.
Yeah, contractor bag came out and everything was going. So anyway, we got after it and we tackled the playroom like first weekend we were home, and we got the kids involved, and we just like we have a lot of donations and a lot of stuff that's going to other families. So yeah, it just felt really good to like, we got rid of a bunch of toys, and even above and beyond that, we just have so much clutter. And so I was in the mood to get rid of everything.
I need to get in that mood. It's so hard to get in. Like I want it gone. I just haven't found the motivation yet to actually, I don't know. It's like I need to find a day that the kids are in school and I don't have any cakes or something, and then just like tear through something. But
okay, so I have this plan I'll recommend that I just started. I haven't finished it, so I don't know. But this woman who's an influencer, she's an influencer on the internet. I downloaded her thing. It's a little like, I don't know, it might be cheesy, but her name's Ashley Rose Reeves.
Okay.
A lot of names at one
What's
time.
her handle?
Ashley Rose Reeves.
Okay. Perfect. Pretty straightforward.
At Ashley Rose Reeves. And anyway, she does this plan that's called 30 Days to a Home That Heals.
Oh.
Yeah. But the cool thing I like about it is she does like 30 days. It's supposed to be January. Obviously, I'm not doing it to 100%. But it's like every day you pick one area of your house and you just do a little like declutter reset of that area. And then she has like tips and like things to do. So like primary bedroom, your nightstand, then you take on your dressers and closets, but you do those all like separate days. So it's like a little bit more of like bite size. Like, okay, today this is our focus. So she has like
interesting.
Yeah, a bathroom, your fridge and your freezer is one day, your pantry is one day, your laundry room is one day. Like each room has its own day. So you just take on, and you can kind of make it your own, like whatever areas you need. But anyway,
that's interesting. You should send me that, or do I sound like
I will.
you?
No, I'll send it to you. I already have it. So
awesome.
I'll send it to you. Sorry, Ashley.
Unless
you want to follow Ashley.
Unless you want to follow Ashley. Yeah.
Ashley Rose Reeves. And anyway, so I'm trying to like, that helps me because I get motivated if like I have a plan and I just take on like one thing.
Yeah. A day. Well, and it's like we were talking before about how like that time we used to spend on our phone, but we both said we kind of want to use some of that time we're not on our phones now to like clean or maintain. So I think that having like an actual like plan for that will make me more likely to do it, because still sometimes I'm like, I'll just read instead. So
yeah, and I want someone to like tell me what to do. Like, okay, today you're going to tackle this room and just do these 3 things and do, and it's still kind of, it's a plan, but it's also flexible because you can pick which order you do it in or whatever. So anyway, try that out.
I dig it. I love it.
So yeah, decluttering has been my high. We also are like words. We're also kind of decluttering our life admin, if you will. Like we did a big reset on our family budget, which is not sexy, but
not sexy.
We just took half a day and we let the kids like marathon a movie, and then we just had a family meeting and just like rebuilt our budget. And I gotta say, like, it's not fun to do, but it feels
It's
so
relieving
good
once it's done.
having it
Yeah.
done. Yeah.
I bet.
And
Yeah.
now we can like check against it and know what we're working toward. And I
Yeah.
know, not sexy,
That's
but
it's not, but it's I mean, I was telling you like the anxiety I get in money
yes.
management, it's like I know it's not a strength of mine, and so I just like let my husband handle all the money stuff because it's such a strength of his, and I just know
Yeah.
like so I had one, well, I guess I had two like freelance clients last year, and they pay me, but they pay me on a 60-day, like after I can't bill until the work's done, and then they pay me 60 days after that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I completely forget. I don't even check to see if they paid me, right? So I never know. But
Yeah.
then the bad thing is I pay my sister, but I can't pay her till I
Yeah.
get paid. So then
Right.
like
Same.
finally like in December she's like, "Oh, did we get paid for that July thing?" And I was like, "I'm so sorry.
I
Here's some money."
don't know.
So like literally today I had to send her a chunk of money because I
So
hadn't sent
sorry.
it. And I was like,
Here's
"Sorry
some
about
money.
that." Yeah, so I'm like, I need a money manager for my life because it's very stressful for me. But
Yeah. But at least
ooh,
you're in a position where you don't need it. Like, I mean,
yeah,
like,
right.
like, in
Yeah.
order to, like, pay bills and stuff, which
Yes.
is
Yeah.
good.
Let my husband do that.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah. So,
man.
yeah, it feels good to have a handle on it and, like, know, because you just don't realize the low level anxiety it's like hanging
Yeah.
over you
Yeah.
when you just don't know for sure where everything is and what's happening. So,
Yeah.
anyway.
That is
So, yeah,
stressful.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know
but
if that
you're
counts as
saying
a
like
high.
you sat down having like an admin. I just saw this thing that like
Yes.
these admin parties are trending
Life
where you literally
admin.
just invite your girls over and
Yes.
everyone brings their laptops and wine and you do all the shit that you've been wanting to do, but you keep putting it off, whether it's like
Yes.
unsubscribing
Appointments,
to emails, setting appointments, like
boring shit.
paying bills or whatever, and you just get together and do it
Yes.
together. I'm like, how fun is that? We should have
That's so
admin
fun.
parties.
I have like really boring crap I need to do. Like
Yeah.
I need to like submit to my HSA for reimbursement from
Yeah.
last year, some like medical expenses. Blah.
Ugh.
And I need to like, yeah, that's a great
There's so many.
idea.
I know, isn't it? Because it's like we
Yeah.
dread it, so we put it off. But if we could just all sit down together and just kind of
At least you
knock it
have a
out.
friend and have some
Yeah,
snacks and
exactly. Snacks and wine.
that's
Speaking of
fun.
wine, wait, are you sober or what are you doing? What's your plan?
Oh yeah. Okay. So I made it the whole month of December without a
Oh
drink, which
man,
I have to
that's
say,
awesome.
bravo me,
Props to you.
bravo, because what
You
a
who thinks
choice.
you can't finish anything, you did it. You finished
I
the
did it.
year.
You're
You did.
right.
Yeah,
I never finished anything, but I
you
did
did it.
that. It just got like to the end of the month. I was like, well, I've gotten so far now. I might as
Mhm.
well like finish it. And unfortunately, I felt great,
Yeah,
which is
unfortunately,
really,
unfortunately, it was lovely.
I really noticed a difference.
Really,
Ugh. I
man.
know. And I really like drinking.
So
I'm not going to lie. And
yeah.
I am kind of bummed about that. So I think now I'm just trying to figure out how to like reintroduce it slowly and in small ways. But I don't think I can do the like nightly glass of wine.
Yeah.
I was
I want
feeling
you to
it,
try
man.
well, unless you've already found like that sparkling water does it for you, but I want to try those like, I don't know, there's a bunch of different products, but they're like to
Yes.
replace it. So that gives you the same
Same.
like calming feeling, but without
Okay.
the actual alcohol.
Yes. Maybe that's on my list of
Oh,
like
we
to
should do
try.
that. We should
Is
try
like
that.
we could do a taste test and do
Yeah.
like all of the different like
I know there's one
I don't
called
know. I know
Float.
there's okay.
And I mean, I get ads for a ton of them now because because I guess because we talked about it. So now I see all the ads for those.
Yeah.
But we should pick a couple and try. And it'd be
My
interesting.
mom friend was telling me about another one. What was it called? So it had a really cute name. But then there's also like there's CBD ones and then there's like mushroomy ones and then
Yeah.
there's what else? Like I don't know what the
I don't
actual
even know.
ingredients are.
There might be THC ones. I'm not sure, but
I don't know.
but if
Does that
but if there's
count?
something you could, I don't know. That's a good question. But if
Non-alcoholic,
there's
non-THC.
yeah, California sober.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But
we
something
should put that on our list. I want to
I
try
like
that.
that. I would love
Yeah,
to try that because I love having like
a
something to drink
routine
that's like
of something.
fun and
Yeah,
like also tastes good and like
right.
maybe is a little relaxing.
Exactly.
So maybe if I could find that thing. We do like right now we have some like hop waters that aren't
Okay.
bad. And like we've tried some non-alcoholic beers that we like, but
Hmm.
beer isn't quite like that
Right.
flavor isn't quite what I
Because
want.
beer is not relaxing. It's like refreshing, but
Yeah.
not
It's
relaxing.
like day drinking vibes,
But
but
in
I
wine,
want
you
like
like want the little wine glass. Like you need the.
yes.
I don't know.
Although
It's
our
all in
friend
the.
Ashley, for our favorite things for Christmas,
Are
gave
you
me
using
a
your juice
really,
glass?
I love that glass. She
Yeah.
gave us this really pretty, I guess, juice glass, but I
Yeah.
also use it for cocktails.
Well,
I use
I
it
had to
kind of for
Google it.
everything.
Here's the thing. I'm so dumb. I don't use fancy glassware. So when she sent it, I was like, is this specifically for something that I'm supposed to know about? Right. So I had to like Google what it was. And it was specifically called a juice glass.
It's called a juice glass.
Okay, I don't drink juice, but I have purposely eaten milk and cookies just because I want to use that glass. So like I was like, I want to pour milk in this glass and dip cookies in it.
Yeah. You just felt like it needed to be milk?
I had to. Like 3 times now I've had milk and cookies because of that glass.
That's so funny.
It's weird.
No, I've done my like frou-frou-y sparkly water. I've been doing ginger beer with like sparkling water and a lime, which is nice. And I do it in that glass, but it's just like it's like a low ball glass, but it's really pretty from Anthropologie. And she's right. It just makes it feel fancy when you drink. So fancy glasses and fancy non-alcoholic beverages on the agenda. But yeah, I do feel better. And I have like the other night I went out with some mom friends and I had a tequila cocktail, just like one. I was like, I'm going to do it. And I felt it the nenext day. Like,
I went out Saturday night with my family because they were in town. And to be fair, I think I miscounted how many I had, but like, because we started the night with like a shot and a beer and then we went to the restaurant and I had 2 beers at the restaurant. Oh, yeah, my sister was like, tequila shots. And I'm like, all right, I guess we're all here. We're doing tequila shots. Interesting enough, my sister does it with, she puts cinnamon on an orange peel. So you lick the cinnamon, do the shot, and then bite the orange. And it was delicious.
So wait, is it a slice of orange?
Yeah, just a slice.
Oh, so
just
the juicy bits.
Yeah. Isn't that interesting? It makes it like kind of a fall flavor. It was delicious. I loved it.
Cinnamon and orange. I like that.
But I still miss the days when shots were like, little shot glasses because it's
now they're like whole drinks.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't. So I have to like do 5 sips, chugs, which is awful when it's tequila. Anyway, and then we went to dinner and I had a couple beers there, and then we went out to a bar and then I had I had some drinks. Okay, I wasn't drunk or anything, but like no judgment. But I felt
I'd be feeling it
all day Sunday, and it ruined like my siblings were only here for 2 days. We had a great Saturday, and then Sunday I felt miserable all day. I was like, this sucks. Like, so I don't know. I think I should replace
now.
it too.
You just can't do it like we used to.
It sucks,
womp,
dude.
Womp.
Ugh, so old.
I know. It's okay though. At least we're figuring it out. We
are.
Maybe it'll be better because we can drink in moderation.
Yeah, and some of those ads I've seen are like a little packet that you pour in, so that way, like if you're out, because like if I'm out at a bar,
recovery.
Or somewhere. No, it's like as your float drink or whatever, as your replacement. So you could just get, soda water and then you add it. And then you still get to feel good, but you don't have to drink alcohol.
Yeah.
So I think we should.
Do you think that's the environment that you have the hardest time not drinking? Is like when you want to drink with everybody out?
I'm an opposite of you. I don't need a glass of wine at night at all. Like I don't crave that. I feel like at one point I was doing that when the kids were really little. Like I've like got the kids to bed. Now I need my wine. Yeah, but anymore I just go to bed and read. So I don't need that. But we go out. We're social a lot, and we're social with social people who also drink. And so that's my thing. Like just if one person drinks at the table, now I want one. So
yeah. Well, maybe if you have a substitute that you can bring along, then you can at least cut back. Like you can kind of put all your drink money in one. What am I trying to say?
Your drink currency.
I was trying to say like I was trying to say like have one great cocktail and then like supplement with stuff that's non-alcoholic, but I can't use words, y'all.
You're not even drunk.
I know.
Oh man.
Morning time.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I think that was my high. I think we got off on a tangent, but
just a little bit.
What's your low?
My lowest sleep is still bad. It's like I thought I had solved it, which I had with that gummy, but now I can't do the gummies. So I've just been like, I have like melatonin, magnesium, this like weird drops I put under my tongue that our friend Nikki that we had on our podcast, she recommended a bunch of stuff. I'm doing all of them at once, and I'm like, this will do it.
All of them.
And I am falling asleep just fine, but I am wide awake at between 1 and 4 every night, 1 and 4. So twice now I've caved and taken a half a Unisom just to catch up the next night because I'm like, I can't do multiple nights of this. I will lose my mind. Like, lose my mind. So
and you can't fall asleep earlier.
No, I don't. So then I was thinking maybe I need to go to sleep later so I don't wake up at 1.
But then
that didn't fix it either. So that's frustrating. I do have my sleep consultation next week. So I'm excited about that. But I was talking to my husband about it because he did the sleep consult. It's through our dentist. Our dentist partnered with a sleep program. And he's like, I kind of felt like it was kind of just like an upsell for them to sell you like orthodontia, like
Oh.
mouth guard or whatever.
Oh, really?
He's like, so I kind of felt it was a little scammy, but I was like, all right, well, as long I just want to do the study and see if I have sleep apnea. Because if I don't have sleep
Yeah.
apnea, then whatever, they can't
At
upsell me
least
because
you
I don't need
know
it.
that. Yeah.
Right. I just want to know. And then if I find out I do have it, then I could go to a real doctor or something.
Yeah.
If I feel like that place is a little scammy, but
Yeah.
so yeah, sleep is just not great, which is makes everything not great, which is so annoying.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like so tired right now.
Yeah.
Last night was a bad night, but other than that, the hair fiasco. If you're watching this, you can tell that my hair is a weird coppery orange. I don't know.
I mean,
At the end of the right
almost
before,
red.
yeah. So I made this appointment thinking, all right, right before my siblings get in town, I want to have like a fresh look. My inspo photo I showed you was like these beautiful kind of like caramel. I don't know the difference between highlights and balayage or whatever that word is.
Yeah.
So I just gave the photo to the hairdresser. And granted, my usual hairdresser was fully booked. So I took a
Okay.
risk and chose a new
Yeah.
person. And I said, this is what I want. I don't know what that means and what that needs. That's up to you to tell me what you need to do that.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is what I want. Great. So I go in last Wednesday. I was there for 3 hours with, product in my hair. I don't know what was in my hair. And when I
gosh.
left, nothing. My hair looked no different except for kind of a bad haircut. Okay. Like
Really?
she cut my bangs too short. I mean, I've been trying to blow dry them enough, and she didn't know how to blow dry. Like when I left, I was like, oh my God, I've got to go fix this.
It was just
But
like
the
fluffy?
color, it was like she didn't know how to blow dry curtain bangs.
Blow
So
it
they were
out.
kind of like,
Yeah.
it
Oh.
looked rough. So anyway, she was like, oh, the color didn't take for some reason. So why don't you come back and I'll do it for free? And I was like, okay.
Oh, so
I
she
felt
told
a
you
little,
that before you
yeah,
left.
she could tell nothing happened. Like she was
Okay.
weirded out by it too. Like, oh, that was really weird how like literally you can't tell. She put
Didn't
any,
lift at all.
That I sat there for 2 hours and didn't have any
Yeah.
lift. So she was like, come back for free. And I'm like, okay, is this one of those like, fool me once, shame on me, fool me twice, like shame on
Yeah.
you,
Like,
whatever.
do I want to come back to you?
Should I go
Yeah.
back to someone who couldn't put any color
Do
in my
this?
hair over
Yeah.
the course of 3 hours? But it was free. So I was like, well, I should go back to her
Yeah.
because otherwise I'm going to have to now pay more for that,
To get
right?
it fixed. Yeah.
So I went back on Friday, and like this is like I have a lot of cakes due this week, so like okay, that's where we are today. Anyway, so Friday I go back for another 3 hours. I'm there,
With the same girl.
and same girl.
I didn't
And,
know
like,
you
I'm
went
seeing it.
twice.
Like I went Friday for 3 hours, and like she was looking in the foil, and she's like, okay, and I could tell in the foil, I was like, oh my God, that looks like white. Now I'm scared, so I was getting really nervous. And she washes out, and so I decided I'm just going to read my book and not look at my hair until she's done because otherwise I'm going to freak out for no reason.
Oh,
And when it
no.
was done, like she was like, "What do you think?" And I was like, "Oh, well, it's a lot more orange than I thought."
So did it look the way it looks now? It looked like more.
It was more
brighter.
pinkish orange, brighter, scarier. Also with just salon lights, it was just really jarring. But I
Oh,
didn't know.
gosh.
I'm a non-confrontational person, and I just kind of wish she had been like, I don't feel confident that I can do what you're asking for
Right.
instead of just trying and wasting 6 hours of my week, right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't have that time to, like, I'm glad she did the second part for free, but it was still like my time I spent there, right?
What did she
And
say when
she
you
was
said?
like,
Were you
"Yeah,
just like, it's kind of orange?
I was like, it's kind of orange. She was like, yeah, I actually went back in your files and pulled like the caramel color that you had done before. And I was like, first of all, I haven't done a caramel color before. So it's not in my, and this is not caramel. Like, and this color has never been in my hair. Like, there's
Yeah.
no, whose file are you looking at, right?
Yeah,
So I was like,
weird.
okay, well, so I was just like, you know what? It's hair. My hair grows really fast. So I'm like, it'll grow back. So the haircut I can deal with. The color, my siblings were coming the next day. So like, I don't have time to fix it. So I was just like, whatever. Like, I just like
Yeah.
paid her, I tipped her, and I was like, all right, we're good.
Was she like
And then
apologetic?
finally-
Was she like, or
No,
was she
I
like,
mean, I think she
okay?
could tell it's not what I wanted. But I was I didn't like make a fuss about
Make
it.
a fuss
I was like,
about
"Oh." I was like, I think I can, it'll be fine. It's kind of what I said. And she was like, okay. And I was like,
Okay, bye.
And then that night,
Yeah.
I was like, because I like went out with, me and my friends met up and we went and saw The Housemaid. I also just highly recommend
yeah.
that movie.
Is
that
it
guy's
good?
in it from 1923 and from It Ends With Us.
Oh yeah, what's his name? I can't remember.
Brendan Sklenlar or something. I don't know.
Something.
That guy is
He's
so unbelievably attractive. I was like, anyway, highly recommend that movie. Anyway, so I met up with my friends and they were like, oh, that is not at all what you wanted. And they're like, you should go back. You should, say it's not.
yeah.
So about that night,
So then
I
you
sent
were
an
like, all right,
email.
right.
I sent an email like, this is what I asked for. This is how I came home looking. And the
Mm-hmm.
owner replied the next morning, and she was like, come back in. I will do your hair. I will do it for free. We'll fix this. Don't worry. She was like, wash it with warm water. I'll get some of that toner out. Wash it multiple times. So this is after like 4 washes, and I think it's toned down it was kind of pink
Yeah.
before, so it's gotten the pink out. But something annoying is that I've gotten a few compliments on it now. Like, oh,
Really?
I like your new hair. And I'm like, oh,
You're
well,
like,
I
I
don't.
don't.
Yeah. Like, I don't hate the color. I hate that it's so
Yeah.
concentrated just here.
Right, right.
And
Are
it's,
there any lower ones, or is it just on
um,
your bangs?
no, I mean, a
Oh,
little, I don't
a
know.
little,
It's
but
not
not
what I
really.
wanted. So I'm going back
Shoot.
today. So we're gonna have to do a hard out here in like 20 minutes. So I gotta
Yeah,
leave.
yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna get it fixed. So that was a low. Just mostly the time I've spent is the low. Because like right now,
Yeah.
I have 8 cakes due this week, and I leave Friday for my book retreat. So like I don't have
Yeah.
time to go spend
Spend
another three
another three
hours.
hours. Yeah.
So I just figure I'm just gonna stay up late tonight and just
Did
get.
she tell you what to expect with time? With how
No,
long
I
the
didn't
appointment will
ask. I
take?
should have asked, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh
So that was my low.
man.
What was your low?
That is really stinks.
Yeah.
I don't really have like a specific low other than maybe like I have not stayed on the exercise
Oh,
train.
okay.
My rainbow colored
Your
habit
habit chart?
tracker worked really well for the beginning of the month, but then when we
Yeah.
traveled, I forgot to bring it with me, which I realized
Hmm.
is like so silly. I could have solved that problem, but I didn't. And so then over the holidays, while we were staying with my in-laws, I just kind of became slipped into holiday mode.
Yeah.
So I need to get back on that train. And yeah, that's it. I just need to do
Yeah.
it. I just need to
But
come
how
up
are you
with a
doing
way
it
to do it.
on your no phone? Like how are you doing with how's your relationship with your
I'm
phone
getting a
now?
little bit better about the phone. I also kind of regressed a little over the holiday, but I've
Mm.
got it back in bedtime brick mode. And
Okay,
it like
same.
I'm using the brick scheduler, which is great because
Yeah.
if I forget, which I will, it'll just automatically put me into brick my phone
Brick
for
mode.
bedtime, which is really nice, and it's a good
Yeah.
reminder to go to bed. And what else? I haven't really figured out the daytime schedule that well
Yeah.
with bricking. So I need to get on that. But I do feel like I need to look at my screen time.
Yeah.
I did schedule a monthly check-in with myself.
Hmm.
I like put it on my calendar with like the questions from the How to Break Up with Your Phone
Oh,
book for like a
really? That's
monthly
smart.
check-in because she recommends that to
Yeah.
like check in and see like how you're doing. So
Yeah.
I want to stay committed to it and just kind of keep working on it.
Yeah. See,
How about
I
you?
bought the brick, and
Yeah.
I had to do the same thing as you because I was forgetting to brick it.
Yeah.
So I did the same thing as you were at 9 p.m. It turns off all my social media, but then I'm kind of like doing like a mad dash at 8 to like
Oh, to
to like
get
check
it
my
in.
social media, and that's when I'm
Yeah.
putting my kids to bed. And so like
Mm,
even just last night, my son was like, "I thought you were breaking up with your phone. Like, why are you on your phone?" And I was like, "Oh, sorry."
yeah.
So I think I need to push that to like
Earlier?
7 p.m. or something
Yeah.
because really I only need it for work stuff, which I don't need to be working after 5 p.m. anyway, right? So
Right.
I
Right.
think I need to I should probably just set a schedule like that just to turn off all social after 5 p.m. Like,
Yeah.
and then it doesn't unbrick until you tap it in the morning. So like now I'm
Right.
not scrolling at night. I can't use it when I wake up in the middle of the night. My phone's not keeping me awake because I
Right.
don't have access to any. The only thing I have
Yeah.
on there is like Kindle and my Spotify and stuff. So,
Yep.
um, but yeah, I think I love
Yeah,
the
I like
brick.
that.
I like the
Yeah.
concept of the brick. So I'm hoping, but yeah, again, I just need to figure out that daytime
Yeah.
routine. So
Routine. I know.
because
Because my
when I go to the
days.
gym, I keep forgetting to brick it before I go to the gym, and I want to brick it
Oh,
before I go
yeah.
to the gym because I
Yeah.
really do check Facebook between every set, which is so dumb. Why? Nothing's happening on there.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and then I'm wasting so much time. I don't know. I'm
But you
stupid.
don't go to the gym the same time every day, or do you go at the same
No,
time?
it's kind of, I mean,
Yeah.
yes and no. Um, but yeah, so
And put one by your gym bag or like by your
yeah,
front door or something, or by your garage. I don't know.
yeah. Right now it's on the
Hard to remember.
fridge,
Yeah.
but we'll figure it
Same.
out. Yeah.
Anyway, but we're making progress.
We are, we are. I mean, it's better
Okay.
than last year, so that's good.
That's true. Yeah, totally. Way better. All right. What do we want to talk about for our
Woo!
last? What do you have? 20 minutes?
Yeah, 15. We'll call it 18 minutes before I got to run.
Okay.
I think we were kind of talking just a little bit about like budgeting for the year and
Mm-hmm.
careers and plans. And so I had texted you guys because, you know, when I was bitching last year when Cam was like, you need to track every single thing you spend on the cakes, like
Mm-hmm.
every ingredient you buy. And I was like, what? How am I supposed to do that?
Yeah.
I'm so glad I did that because then I was able
Yeah.
to like I finally sat down to look at all the things I spent for the year on cakes, not just ingredients, but like supplies, boxes, sprinkles, the app I use to do all my ordering. I had to look at the setup and the equipment that I bought and, like getting the LLC and insurance and all that. And then look at how much I made. And it was like, at first, it like really bummed me out. Like I texted you guys right when I did it. And I was like, really? All that hard work, all that like learning and promoting myself and like, but I was busy all year. I started it in like April. So like I had orders, but like to see it ended up being that my profit ended up being about 7,000. And I was like, ooh, like a lot of things hurt like that compared to my previous income years before was jarring. And just like knowing how many cakes I made, it was jarring. And like initially when I had made my like chart to be like, this is how many dollars it cost me to make a 6-inch cake, and this is how much I'm charging. I was putting in quite a bit of profit on it, each cake.
Really?
But I did that initially, and then I never went back to like tweak it. And it got to where like I found better boxes I wanted to use. And then like, so the quality of the product, so then the cost went up, but I never went back to like refigure that. And I was getting lazy about like, I could make these, or I could buy this topper on Amazon, or I could make this like these flames out of fondant. But if I got a fondant mold on Amazon, like I was doing a lot of like, I was not really looking at how much each cake cost me to make. So that, but then like I was talking to you guys about like, okay, I have to remind myself, a lot of businesses are not profitable in their first year. So despite it being a very small number to me, it was. It paid some bills, okay? Like, I'll just say that. And it's fun, and I'm enjoying it, and I'm growing, and whatever. But it was really, like, eye-opening. So then, like, I looked at that, and then my two other clients, what are they called? Freelance clients.
What are they called?
What are they called? And so, like, overall, over the whole year, I made some money. Not, obviously, nothing compared to what I used to, but...
But I feel like you can't do that. You can't compare it to what you used to. It can't, because you can't expect it to be the same. And think about it more as the trade-off and the lifestyle you want, and what you're living, and then what income you're bringing in as it relates to that. You know, you can't compare it, because then
like, at the beginning of last year, I was making like it was going to be $0, right? So like the fact that I was able to, overall, I think I brought in about 30 for the year, which like
that's great.
Is less than I've ever made in my adult life, but like it's not zero.
But you're making cakes, and you're selling cakes, and you're flexible, and you're not working in a typical 9-to-5 job, right? Like the benefit is a huge part of the win. But I get it. I get that it's hard not, when you start seeing the numbers, it's hard to not equate it or compare it.
Yeah. So I think like moving forward, the good thing is looking at that, I was like, okay, now what I really need to do is the boxes that I love, if I want to continue to use those, I need to go ahead and buy the bulk order, because you can either buy them in 20 or in 100. And I'm like, well, I don't need 100, but I will use 100. So like it makes it much cheaper to just do 100. So I need to just go ahead and look at, what's really important to me, because I want to put out a quality product with quality packaging and stickers, whatever, all the stuff I need. And then I'm upping my prices. I already started upping my prices for this year, because last year it was to get business. It was, and then when you really look at how much time I have to put into each one of these cakes, like I have to consider all that. So I'm upping my prices. I need to figure out how to be okay with someone thinking that they want to go elsewhere because it's too expensive. I've had maybe one or two people say that, and that's fine. I have 8 orders this week. Despite that. So that, and then I am going to accept a couple wedding cake orders. The reason I've never wanted to do them, well, there's like 10 reasons, but one being they're stressful, right? Because it's a very stressful day for that person, and you don't know what personalities you're going to be working with. 2, you need to be available on a Saturday, because they're usually on Saturday or Sunday, and you usually need to deliver them. So like. And like a lot of people are like getting married in like Estes and like places that someone have to drive up a mountain with a cake on a Saturday. So like, so I'm only going to do it if it's going to be worth it, like cost wise. And then I'm going to have to just be like, all right, we're going to have to plan, if we're going to go on any trips this summer, plan them now. So I don't book any cakes or weddings for that time. So, But
I wonder if
yeah,
you could do like only local
yeah,
weddings for the first time around too, just
right.
to like ease into it, you
Yeah.
know?
So I got
Especially if you're
one,
only gonna do a
someone
few.
sent me a cake that they want done, and I gave them a rough quote, and they're like, great, can you send over like a contract we want to book? And then, so I was texting with Caitlin, my friend who does cakes too, and she just won like wedding cake, best wedding cake baker, whatever, in
Yeah.
Northern Colorado. She just won an award. Like,
That's
I'm so proud of
awesome.
her. So I was texting her like, hey, like, I'm going to accept my first wedding cake order. I mean, technically
Yeah.
it's my second or third, but like a real wedding. And she was like, oh my gosh, like, let's work on this together. What help do you need? All this. And then like the
That's
next
so
day, she's like,
awesome.
oh my God, that person reached out to me too. And now I don't know what to do. She's like, I'll just tell
Oh
them I
no.
can't. And I was like, no, you put in the quote too. Like, let them have
Yeah.
their options. Like, don't at
Yeah. And they'll
all
pick.
feel like, then she's like, maybe we can do it together. So I was like, as fun as that would be, it wouldn't be enough money for either of us to make it worth it. But
Yeah.
so she was feeling all
But
weird about it. So
that might be a cool way for you to like learn along with
it
her
is like, can I
though.
just go
If you
with
like,
you? Like,
yeah,
yeah,
helped her on one of her
right.
orders, that
Yeah,
might be a
because she
cool
does
way
like
to figure it
4 or 5
out.
weddings per weekend. So,
Yeah,
and
that's
she lives
amazing.
closer to Estes, so she goes up to Estes a lot to deliver. But it'd be
Okay.
nice to
Yeah,
go along with her. But
that's
yeah, so
awesome.
that's my plan to make, and then maybe I'll try to get one more freelance client just to kind of help up
Yeah.
that price, up that
Yeah.
income a little bit. But we'll see because they are
That's
really
awesome.
time consuming. So
Yeah. 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 It's finding the good balance there for
yeah.
sure.
And
Awesome.
then you had some career
Well,
plans for this
yeah,
year.
like in our family planning for the year, our family needs are shifting. And so this is the year that I am going to really get serious about getting back to work in a more I may probably a more full-time way.
Yeah.
And so I just have to really wrap my head around that. And I think what I did was when I really thought about that, I was like, okay, I've been last year or two, I've done that very half-heartedly. Like, okay,
Yeah.
sure, I'll look for jobs. But
Hmm.
I look and then like I don't really believe I could do any of these. I struggle a lot with like imposter syndrome and
Hmm.
feeling like I'm a dinosaur in the career
Yeah.
space
Yeah.
and like I've just been out of it for too long and it's really done a number on my confidence. And so
Yeah.
I've just been approaching job search from that place and it just doesn't work. You know, I don't
Yeah.
believe I can get these jobs. And
Yeah.
then if you're already in that space, it's also a hell of a job market. Like it's so
Yeah.
hard out there.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, if I'm going to really go after it, I think I need a little help. So this is going to be the year of like a career coach or like therapy or both,
Yeah.
frankly. I think also learning about my ADHD, like helping myself, I think that can also really undermine confidence in a lot of ways that are related to
Yeah.
ADHD. So, like, I did an introductory call with a therapist who works primarily with adults with ADHD and autism that's local
Yeah.
here. And so, just thinking about like if that could be a solution for me, but I want to spend a little time with a coach or a therapist, like figuring out my goals and also like my challenges and trying to work through some of that so that by like spring, summertime, I can get more serious about like,
Yeah.
okay, what am I after? What
Yeah.
kind of job is it that I actually want to get? And then I need some practical help too on just like, okay, I've been out of it for a while.
How do you even
Like
get
how
jobs
do
now? I actually don't know
yeah.
because I
And also
couldn't.
like how do my skills translate? I
Yeah.
mean, I need to be in a position where I'm taking on a new job and like making money. So like I'm not really at a career change
Hmm.
opportunity moment. And so instead it's like even just in the marketing industry, like
Yeah.
my background is brand and
Hmm.
content and the whole industry has really made a shift towards like growth and like that's not really what I do.
Yeah.
And so trying to figure out like where do I belong now and like what kind
Yeah.
of role does that look like? How can I translate that to this like current time, you know? And so I
Yeah.
feel like I also need somebody who like knows the industry to help me
Hmm.
too, like make sense of my strengths and my experience. And I know I have them and I know I undersell
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah.
So I just need to boost my confidence, build myself up, and
Yeah.
then get a little practical about
Well, I
it.
think it's
So
hard for us because of how technology and just
mhm.
like software and apps have changed in the time that we have been doing. Because before it would be like if you were a marketing executive with 20 years of experience before all this, you're highly, people want you,
Yes.
they'll pay for you, whatever. Now it's like if you didn't keep up with all those trends over that 20 years, like
Right.
now, that's why like you're saying like you feel like a dinosaur. I'm like
I totally feel like a
I don't like,
dinosaur.
especially in the social media world. Like that's why I was like, I feel unqualified for, even at this point, a social media marketing position, just because like I don't have the skills that like an 18-year-old would have because
You
they
just feel
are like a 20
behind on,
something. Yeah, I feel
yeah,
really behind in like social, well, like digital trends.
yeah,
So I don't
and
know. I think that's really
AI and
hard. Yeah.
yeah, and content, and it's really hard. And then like I also just feel like I haven't been working with people in the same space
Yeah.
for
For
such a
so
long
long.
time. And that also feels kind of isolating and lonely. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, it's hard to get that like validation and feedback that
Yeah.
of what you're doing and what you're good at, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So that's my goal. I was hoping to tackle it. I'm working on trying to secure like somebody that I can work with in the next
Yeah.
like month or two. So
Yeah. That'd be cool.
stick along for that journey. I'm going to go back
Yeah.
and talk to the career coach I talked to last year, and then also look for some other new peeps and just see what I can discover.
Is this August when Crosby will be full-time in school or no?
So yeah, this fall
Will it be
is
kindergarten?
when Crosby will start
Oh my
kindergarten,
gosh.
which is so
That's gonna, well, that's just
exciting.
gonna open up a lot of time for you to,
Yes. So that's the other like layer of the goal. It's like, okay, he's
yeah.
going to kinder, like towards the back half of the year, I would like to be in a position where I'm getting really serious about
Yeah.
the job hunt, which also coincides with other goals for like our whole family. So
Right.
that's a plan. I'm actually going to take him out of preschool at the end of this month because we really need the budget savings.
Yeah.
Because I'm not working enough to make it work. And
Yeah.
he's going to stay home with me all summer anyway. So I'm like, well, it's just at this point, it's just a few months
Right.
extra of time. So yeah, I'll be back on the full-time momming.
Wow. So
In
now
a
you have
few
to really figure out how to
weeks.
do full-time momming and job
Career
hunting,
search.
because that's,
Yeah.
yeah, career search, because that's
Yeah.
hard. But
We need to make some toddler 4-year-old friends, and then I
yeah,
can have like
like,
play dates and like
yes, you do.
exchanges and stuff,
Yeah, for
maybe
sure.
because yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
So
That
pray for
4-year-old
me.
boy energy, man.
Oh my gosh, the 4-year-old boy, and he's getting like really defiant lately and like
Oh.
testing me. We had a full, this is my last story and then I'll let you go. But like we had a full meltdown at preschool. Well, so I made a mistake of telling him because I thought he was going to be heartbroken, like leaving preschool to come
Yeah.
stay home with me. I don't know why I thought that. And so I was like, okay, I just want to prepare you, buddy. Like
Yeah.
in a few weeks, this is what we're going to do. And he's like, okay, cool. You know,
And now he
then
wants to stay home all.
now, like, then shockingly, when we went to
Yeah.
go to preschool yesterday, he threw a massive tantrum.
Oh
And I was
my
like,
gosh.
maybe I shouldn't have told him that because now it's like in his mind, like,
Yeah.
oh, this is an option? Like,
Oh no.
anyway, I did a really fun wrestle, including one time he escaped and ran out the front door, and another mom had to grab him.
Oh no.
It was a full contact
Oh
tantrum.
gosh.
So fun.
So
But then I
fun.
bribed him, and today went great. So
Okay, good. Bribery
highs
always
and
works.
lows.
Yeah,
Yep,
highs and lows.
absolutely. So yeah,
Ugh.
stick around, and I think we have a lot of new like stuff on the horizon,
We
changes
do.
and
Yeah.
transitions and new things. I'm excited for you to
Yes.
do weddings. I think that'll be
I'm
fun.
nervous, but yeah, I think initially it would be a good idea just to go with Caitlin and be like, "Can I just be your
Yeah.
assistant?" Just so I can like, also like, I was like, I need to create a contract, right? I've never had
Yes.
to do a cake contract. I just have my invoice. So I was like, I think that's a thing people do. So I was just going to use ChatGPT to figure that out for me.
She sounds like she wants to help though.
I know
and
she's
wants
so
to like
sweet.
do it with you.
And I told you that last
Taking
year,
you to
at
that.
some point last year, she was like, "Would you ever want to open a bakery with me? Like co-own a bakery?" And like that'd be my dream. That'd be so fun, especially
Yeah.
with like someone as helpful and sweet as she is and as talented as she is. But like,
Yeah.
obviously, I'm glad, it's a good thing we didn't because I would have profited $0 at this point up in
Well,
the year. But
yeah.
maybe at some point we could get to something like that. It'd be super
She
fun.
also seems like she does high volume, like production,
does,
like
yeah.
speed. So that's
She's good.
interesting because I wonder if you guys could bring like different strengths to it. You
Right.
know, like
Yeah.
she seems to, yeah, have that part
Yeah.
down, which is cool.
Right. Yeah. It'd
Anyway.
be super fun. Even if it's just like a co-op space where like, she keeps
Yeah.
her business, I keep mine, but we do it together. And that way we
Yeah.
could like help each other out to be available for deliveries or pickups. And I don't know. I just think it'd be
Yeah.
interesting, but yeah. Anyhow.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see where this
All
year
right.
goes.
Well, good luck getting that hair fixed.
Thank you. Hopefully it won't take 9 hours.
I hope it doesn't take 9 hours.
Hopefully
and
it
I
doesn't
hope
look
looks
worse
great.
than before. It'll be
I
fine.
bet it won't. If you have the owner doing it
Yeah,
for you and she
exactly.
knows you're upset, she's not
Yeah.
going to screw it up. So
Yeah.
send us an
Alrighty.
after pic.
Will do. All right.
All right, everybody,
Well,
stay tuned, and we'll be back in 2 weeks.
all right.
For
Until
season
next
2.
time. Season 2. Woo.
Yay!
Until next time.
Until next time. Bye.
Bye.